SpaceX. We've all heard about it. It's been on the news too late and everybody's been talking about it. But what exactly is SpaceX and why are they so famous? In this video, we are going to talk about just that and discuss all the juicy facts about how SpaceX is changing the world. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the videos. Without further ado, let's get started. SpaceX is a private spaceflight company that basically just launches rockets. These rockets deliver cargo, put satellites into orbit, and recently, put astronauts into space. Yes, SpaceX also sends astronauts into space. SpaceX is quite literally just a better and newer version of NASA, but unlike NASA, SpaceX isn't owned by the government. SpaceX is owned by Elon Musk. Currently, the richest person in the world, Elon is a revolutionary technological messiah with the ultimate goal of sending people to Mars and setting up a colony there one day. Sounds straight out of a comic book? That's just his motto. During an interview in 2019, Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX, said, "We want the things that are in science fiction novels and movies not to be science fiction forever. We want them to be real one day." SpaceX was established in 2002 with the goal of reducing space transportation costs to enable it to be cheap enough to make colonializing Mars a viable plan. SpaceX has achieved this by making rockets reusable. What usually happens is that after a rocket is launched and its payload detached from the main body either collects up in space as space junk or falls down into the ocean. Both of these ends in the rocket being destroyed. Reusable rockets aren't a new concept and have been proposed to help reduce costs by a substantial amount for ages, but SpaceX is the first company to achieve this incredible feat of engineering with its Falcon 9 rocket in 2017. This helped bring the company into the spotlight and helped it become the space giant it is today, owning over 60% of all launch contracts in the world, with its buyers being from all over the globe and including NASA, the US military, and top-secret US reconnaissance missions. While the company is a huge deal now, its beginning was very humble and was subject to the hot takes of critics everywhere, with everyone calling it an impossible idea and talking about how it was destined to fail. Elon, however, was a firm believer in his idea and invested 1/3 of his $100 million fortune at the time into his creation. Although it did suffer from some initial setbacks such as rockets exploding and its first rocket taking more than 4 years to take off, SpaceX persisted. SpaceX's determination paid off, and in 2006, SpaceX received $278 million from NASA for the development of systems that could transport cargo commercially to the ISS. Since then, the company has only gone up, both literally and metaphorically. Both the company's rockets and stock price have skyrocketed. The company was making an estimated $2 billion of revenue as of 2019, and that number has only gone up as time has passed. Now that you know what SpaceX is and what they do, here are some fun facts about them. 1. SpaceX launched a car into space. Starting off with maybe the wildest of the bunch. SpaceX launched a car into space. You heard that right. SpaceX, the super fancy rocket company, launched a car into space just for the heck of it. In February 2018, SpaceX collaborated with David Bowie Music and launched a Tesla Roadster into space. The car contained a dummy astronaut named Starman based on the David Bowie song and had Bowie's Space Odyssey playing on loop. This was used as a clever marketing tactic by SpaceX, and given that you're still interested in hearing about it more than 3 years later, I'd say it worked. The car is now an artificial satellite of the Sun and as of April 2021 still on its projected orbit around the Sun. 2. They're sending Tom Cruise into space. SpaceX is collaborating with NASA and actor and producer Tom Cruise to make a movie in space. The movie is rumored to be based on an idea by Tom Cruise himself, and as most of the movie will be shot in space, SpaceX is planning to send Tom Cruise to space on one of their rockets in October 2021. The movie is going to be used as a marketing tool by both NASA and SpaceX to promote public interest in interstellar exploration. 3. They almost went broke. While Elon Musk is the richest man in the world right now and SpaceX does generate billions of dollars of revenue, it wasn't always like this. SpaceX has experienced exponential growth in the past few years and have launched over 100 successful launches in 19 years, but when SpaceX was just starting out and Elon Musk had risked it all to make it work, the company went through some tough times. Out of the 5 launches of the Falcon 9, 3 failed. This was a huge blow to the company and nearly brought the company to the brink of bankruptcy. SpaceX, however, persisted, and from the looks of it, the persistence paid off. Big time. 4. Their rockets can land themselves. SpaceX's rockets are almost fully automated and do basically everything themselves. From docking to landing, the rockets built by SpaceX are capable of doing all that without any human help. This is another step that helps bring down the cost since you don't need to hire people every time you need to land a rocket. This was displayed when the Dragon Demo 1 flight crew was able to dock the Dragon 2 craft on the ISS autonomously. The Dragon 2 craft contained a dummy astronaut named Ripley based on Ellen Ripley in the blockbuster Aliens movie. This showed that the craft could safely transport actual astronauts autonomously too. While the life support systems still have a long way to go before this is possible, it is a step in the right direction. 5. The Mars test launches are scheduled to start next year. SpaceX has come a long way from where they started, but they have not lost the spirit of why they started. The company still stands true to its mission of colonializing Mars, and for this mission's purpose the company has scheduled test missions to the Red Planet starting in 2022 and continuing till 2024. The purpose of these is to get solid results regarding the conditions on Mars and assessing if life really is possible there. SpaceX is the best hope humanity has of getting to Mars and is truly a game changer in the space department. What did you like best about SpaceX and which facts surprised you the most? Let us know down in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, a thumbs up is highly appreciated. Thank you for watching. See you next time.